Everyone, welcome back. A bit different today. No real battle reports. There'll be summaries of battles, but I am off to my first Flames War tournament. It's a tournament. It seems more of a get together, organised play, but it is more of a tournament. There's prizes and everything, which is really exciting. So yeah, I'll let you know how it goes on. I'll show a demographic of the lists involved. Basically, there are 10 players, which for the local area, being the first event they've had in ages, is pretty decent. And I get to meet 9 new players who play Flames of War, which I think is brilliant. And I've heard as well the organizer is going to try and do it more regularly, so hopefully build the fan base down in my little corner of the world and get some more players, which is always great. So here we go. So it's basically 3 games, 1-day event, 100 points late war, and I've gone for a D-Day British. Well, I say D-Day British, it's D-Day Canadian, and I've gone defensive because I'm not really sure what people play in my area. I'm quite keen to sit back and ride out the first 3 games and see how it goes. Hopefully not make too much of a fool of myself, and maybe comes more or less somewhere respectively in the final standings. But all I hope is to have fun and meet some new people. So you can see that's the list of the people playing and their list. So quite a few D-Day British, no Soviets, which is interesting. But overall a good mix. You got D-Day American, Belgian American, German D-Day, German Bagration. So yeah, really interesting. And speaking to quite a few of the players, a lot of them are just split. A lot of the starter sets. So some of them have never played D-Day British, which is interesting. So it's quite good. Like I've luckily been able to play a bit of everything and play against a bit of everything. But it is good seeing a lot of people coming against armies for the first time, and a lot of quite interesting lists. To name a few, seen a Churchill Armoured Squadron. The Johnny Fisher's list is pretty interesting, but that'll be my last game, which you will see. Alex, you will see, and Ollie Banks, you will see. But overall, nice list. Rob West played a commando list with a Sherman Armoured Squadron, and I think Ollie Smith had a Panzer IV company, which is just a couple of Panzer IVs and Tigers, and a Panzer Grenadier formation, and 2 of the units, the MGs and the Pack 40s, were in Pack Front and MG nests. But yes, saw quite a few, and I believe Chris Tempest Jones had a armoured Panzer Grenadier company.
Okay everyone, so here is my tournament list for today. So, well, had a few practice games of different lists, but I think I'm going to go defensive and see what everyone else is rocking in my local area. So we have one formation, a rifle company, and they are upgraded to the Canadian rifles. So that will be a rally test in the 3+. It's not determination, it is relentless. I need to make sure I take the right card, I'll be in trouble. So we have 2 platoons, full platoons are 7 rifle teams, a Piat and a 2-inch mortar, and first platoon is upgraded to Kangaroo transport, so they've been given there. We have the HQ, which is 2 SMG teams. We then have some Wasps, Universal Carriers, and 4 3-inch mortars, and that's it for the formation. The one thing I am lacking in this list is artillery, but hopefully I won't need it too much. In support we have 2 Daimler troops, just 2 regular Daimlers and a Dingo. We then have a Sherman armoured troop, so 3 Shermans and a Firefly, a M10 Achilles troop, and 3 Churchill Crocodiles. And rounded off I have the lucky command card. So I quite got a few Daimler units because 40 points for reserves, that'll be perfect for the Shermans and the Crocs, and maybe Daimlers or Universal Carriers, depends what is needed at the time. And the Daimlers are quite good harassing as the scout cars or half tracks, etc. But overall, I've had a few practice games. One of the games, some Wasps actually managed to kill a Panzer IV because they made it bail a couple of times. And that's it. So hopefully won't make too much of a fool out of myself. Okay, game one, I'm against Alex, someone have played before in the past, who's great, you know, so I already know he's a good lad, and also against D-Day British Canadians, in fact a list that I will almost run, so go through what you've got.
So I have my Sherman HQs here, you can see it with the old Battlefront model.
Alright, yeah.
I have 3 squads of Shermans with 1 Firefly, Stuarts, another wrong Stuarts, and
Nice
paint job.
Nice and pink.
Crusader AA. So that's my formation.
Yep.
Support, I have 3 Crocodiles, Typhoons, otherwise the Canadian support. My black tank here, I call him the Black Death. He's Joe Ekins, so the rerolls on the 17-pounder. I also have total air superiority and a lucky gun.
Excellent. That's, well, I know what it can all do. And gentlemen, we are done. So I have just about pulled off a 6-3 victory due to game-ending conditions because Alex, all he had within 6 inches was the Crusader A's, and I'm proud to report that the Wasps are the ones who got rid of them. I'd say if we'd summed this game up, it was flamethrowers. Not only me for one turn, but the Churchills did flames here, and flames again, and got rid of my M10s. So
I did kill 1 infantry squad.
Oh yeah, one guy here got hit 4 times by flamethrowers. Yeah, so that happened. And I lost both Daimler units and the M10s, and a couple of infantry bases here and there. Worryingly, the Piat, which luckily didn't mean anything.
Yeah, if I cleared out this one, I would have felt a lot more confident attacking this way.
I have to say, I killed Joe Ekins though with my Churchill Crocodiles.
Yeah.
It hurt very much.
So bad.
So that is it, and we've still got like an hour and 3 minutes on the round, so we're actually going to keep trying to kill each other.
Absolutely.
I think you will win if you continue, so... so
should we put that on the scorecard?
No we won't. So we'll continue and roll on game 2. Okay, so this is Ollie's American Bulge list that I'm really looking forward to playing. So we have a veteran Sherman Light Tank Company that is 3rd Division Spearhead, and awesome. So we have a HQ which is 2 of the old M4 Shermans, 2 4-tank platoons, 2 are the old Shermans, 2 are the 76s, and of course they have high velocity AP. We then have 2 Pershings, not 3. We then have 3 mortars, and we have 2 105 Shermans. Then we have a Bastogne Rifle Company paratroopers, and then we have Thunderbolts and a Lucky Card. And I'm really looking forward to playing against this. So let's see how it goes. Okay, so that game 2 done with Oliver. I don't think I've ever been so lucky in a game ever. Ollie's man of the match was his paratroopers, who were very bravely went into hails of defensive fire, but unfortunately got forced back every time. Mine were the M10 Achilles, because they wiped a unit of Shermans over here. The Pershings they killed, the 105s they killed, and one of the HQ tanks. And well, that's the best they've ever done, I think. But great game, thanks all. Really good sportsmanship, and I wish your planes had come on more than once. But but I'm glad they didn't. Okay, so game 3, and we have Johnny's list. Absolutely fantastic this year. We have an M5 Stuart company, which is 2 Stuarts HQ, and then a unit of 3, a unit of 4 Shermans, and then we have the mortars. We then have an M10 tank destroyer company, so basically M20 scout cars, 2 units of M10s, and then 2 security sections. Then we have 2 units of priests and the M12s, and that is it. Looking forward to it. Okay then, and we have my first loss, 8-1 in the end, because I just couldn't kill anything. Well, I killed enough, but not enough to break him. This Sherman was last standing from turn 1, These Stuarts were last standing. There were Stuarts last standing down here. The scout cars were last standing, and in the end, 2 M10s assaulted my infantry off the objective and killed me, and that's it. But great fun overall, and hopefully I'll find a demographic of all the countries involved in this tournament.
Okay, and then here are the final standings. So not too disappointed to get smashed by Johnny, who goes to overall win it. But he is a very good player, I believe, a ETC player, so he knows his stuff. But overall, I think no matter what my result was in our final game, I still would have maybe already sneaked to 4th place. So I feel quite happy being a nice 5th place overall. And everyone seemed to get on really well, and I had a lot of fun. And I got a nice Panzer III objective marker as well, which I'm going to have to paint up and use. Can't remember who I had the most sport in, but I'll put it in the comments as soon as I find out. But there we go, and the first Flames of War event down in Firestorm for a long old time. So hopefully in a few more months we'll get another one, and maybe I'll be a bit more adventurous with my lists, seeing roughly now what people like to play in the area. And yes, and maybe Johnny will let us win some games so we can win the 1st place prize this time. But there we go, and thanks for watching, and hopefully a couple of you people I saw at the event, I've hopefully ensnared you as subscribers, so remember to like this video and hook up for a few more games. So there we go, I hope you enjoyed. A bit noisy in Firestorm, as you would guess. There was another event going on, but